Welcome to Audio Oasis Storytelling Podcast, a place where you can stop by, listen, think, laugh, and most importantly, rest. You know, on those rare days when you have your act totally together? Shoes fabulous, hair on point, makeup just right, skin glowing, eyes sparkling, bounce in your step, and just enough subtle sway in your hips to catch a sly glance. Yeah, it was a good day. And it was also the day my wingman called in sick, and I blew it. Let me tell you what happened. Please hold. I was walking in Midtown, the heart of Touristville, one day, and I had just come up out of the subway. I was feeling pretty good. Well, anywho, I was waiting for the light to change when the guy looking really puzzled caught my eye and walked over. He had a map, and I think maybe he may have been a tourist. He was very attractive, well-dressed, and seemed a little embarrassed with just a touch of shyness and self-deprecating humor. Ladies, exactly. Scrumptious and yummy. But he seemed lost. Since this area was in the heart of Touristville, I could see how one might get confused with so many things to do and see, you know? So he walks over. He asked me, did I know where a certain museum was in the area? Now, for the sake of this story, let's call it the Giraffe Museum. He said he had been there before many years ago, but couldn't seem to find it. Immediately, a bat signal appeared in the sky. We New Yorkers may be many things, but the unspoken code of every New Yorker is to always help any lost tourist. We might be a little rough around the edges, but at the end of the day, you're still a guest in our city after all. So he opens up the map, and we find a place nearby to spread it out so that we can find this doggone giraffe museum. That's when I went into deep detective mode. With my brows furrowed and lips pursed, I squinted at that map, determined to find that giraffe museum so that this poor guy could be on his way. I was totally in help mode, and I blocked out nearly everything around me. So much so that in hindsight, I didn't realize that while I was looking at that map, he was looking at me with the sweetest smile. And then, lo and behold, I found the Giraffe Museum on that map. I looked up from the map with triumph and pointed to the map first, and then in the direction that he should walk. His expression went from shock to surprise to disappointment all in a flash, but he quickly recovered. Success! Since my assignment was now finished, I wished him well with a bright smile, a friendly wave, and a bye as I rushed across the street. As I rushed away, it felt great that I helped someone in this big city. But for some reason, I decided to look over my shoulder to see if he actually started walking toward the museum that he so desperately wanted to visit. But he wasn't walking anywhere. Instead, he was watching me walk away with that same sweet smile. So yeah, I missed all the signs that day. When your wingman takes a sick day, the struggle is all too real. But you know what? It's okay. I'll do better next time. Sometimes we can all miss the seemingly obvious, and it's okay. We're human. Review, reassess, recalibrate, and be ready for the next opportunity, armed and prepared for whatever comes. Remember, you got this. Thank you for listening to Audio Oasis Storytelling. Find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Google Play Music, and Spotify. Safe travels and be well.